Hey guys, what is going on? I am Dazzah here bringing you episode 6 of my Hardcore Iron Man Questscape series. Now, one of the first things I want to get started on is farming. Farming is one of those slower skills to get up over time, but because it's just one of those things you can plant the trees and herbs and forget about them and then just move on. It's one of those skills that will just go up over time if I keep doing my farm runs. So my first objective is to get my magic level up, do the gnome quest series, just so I can do my farm runs efficiently. And I'll also get my smithing up so I can make myself some gold bars to make my rings of dueling and also some more games necklaces. Let's get straight into it. So what am I going to be doing to get my magic up? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Port Sarim, buy myself a magic hat, and also head down to the wizards, the level 9 wizards down in the wizards tower. Try and get myself the mage robe top. I just need to get some sort of slight mage gear because my first goal is to camp fire giants. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because eventually I'm going to need a rune scimitar anyway, and hopefully I can get lucky. But I'll just be casting fire strike. I'm not going to be using my tome of fire until I have Chaos runes, so I can do Fire Strike. Sorry, not Fire Strike, Fire Bolt. That'll be the only time that I ever use the tome. Sorry, I'm just losing my words. That'll be the only time I ever use the tome, plus I need 50 magic to wield it, so I don't have that yet. But yeah, this is just going to help me with getting some magic levels up, while hopefully getting some decent drops. Also, the reason I haven't got my Fire Cape yet fire making cape yet is because I haven't actually I won't get it until I've got an efficient way of getting there. So basically until I finish training mage so I can teleport to Ardy or to Camelot, sorry. Camelot will be the first place. Yeah. So I'm just waiting till I get my magic up. It's there. It's not going anywhere. I don't need it at this point. I said to myself I would stay here for 200 casts, and I got it just before that. So that's the blue wizard top. Now what I'm going to do is while I'm here in Lumbridge, I'm actually going to cook all the food that I got from the Wintertod because I've got trout and salmon in there and they will be absolutely invaluable when it comes to having some more decent food than cakes. So we're going to go cook those things up. I totally didn't realize I had the world hopping panel open. Well, it's closed now. Scarfed. Alrighty, so I actually decided to cook all the fish I got from the Wintertod because I wanted some better food instead of just sticking with cakes. So for now we will be using our trout. But yeah, we ended up with 49 cooking, which is pretty decent. Yeah, that's awesome. So now we're going to go to the fire giants. Let's go. Let's get ourselves that rune scimitar. Feels so nice to be getting some hit point levels. Like I know nothing interesting is happening at the moment. I'm currently at 40 magic and 29 hit points, but I'm feeling safer and safer the higher this number gets. We are we've got 2,500 casts left. I'm hoping this will actually get me to close to 50 magic, which would be nice. But once I get 45, and once I've finished with these, I can teleport out, and we'll go get ourselves that 99 fire making cape. Hopefully we get a rune scimitar in the process. Now, some of you may be wondering why I'm bothering to kill fire giants for the rune scimitar when I can just buy a rune sword from the rune store up in the Champions Guild. And, I mean, I guess the simplest way I can say it is I'm not technically just going for the rune scimitar by killing fire giants. I'm mostly just doing it with doing this for the mage XP. Because I'm casting Fire Strike, it's the cheapest way for me to get my magic up at low levels. It's just something I can do AFK, first of all, but also, it's why use Fire Strike on anything else? These guys don't have any mage defense, which means that I'm hitting quite often, but also, it's just, the chance of getting a Rune Scimitar is great. It's just an added bonus to getting the mage XP, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we are almost at 45 magic. Alrighty, I am just about to reach my goal for my requirements to go get myself that fire cape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this level, fill up this inventory slot with whatever with the next drop is, and then once I'm going to do that, I'm going to go bank, and then we will come back and kill some more. But there is 45 magic. So this guy who was asking really weird questions got a random event with the Dr. Heckle and asked if I had any Raynars. I have one in my inventory, but hell no am I giving up one of my Raynars. They're like my most valuable herb. Turns out that he wasn't actually asking for any Raynars. He was just bragging that he's got 2 of them. This guy's a beast. Shout out to you, man. Something that is well overdue. That seems reasonable. Oh, buddy. Let us take a look. We now have the fire making cape. Oh, this is so cool. First ever skill cape on old school RuneScape. Let us quickly just show off the emo. Oh, baby, holding some fire. Alrighty, so I've had my next idea. So 500 casts is not going to get me to 51 magic, which well, it's been 4K casts, and I knew it probably wouldn't, which is fine. What I am going to do is I am going to buy a whole nother round of casts, probably about 2K. If I don't get the Rune Scimitar here, that's fine. I don't really need it at this point. So what I am going to do is I'm going to buy the casts and go to the tree spirits, and I'm going to camp them for nature runes, because I was only there for 3 kills. Usually, like, you get stuck there for ages and you get a decent amount of nats. This time I'm just going to camp them for nature runes, specifically so that I can cast Superheat. I have some steel bars that I need to make, that I was going to make anyway. I needed to get my smithing up to 40 so I can start making gold bars to train my crafting with all the jewelry I've got. So it's just a big kind of cascade of things that I need to do. But yeah, so we're going to get ourselves 40 smithing, hopefully through superheating. And with that superheating, hopefully we get 51. We'll see. Alrighty, we're out of casts, so we're going to go back to Varrock. Whee! No Rune Scimitar, which is unfortunate, but all good. Then we're going to buy up some more runes, head to Lumbridge, or just head to Zenaris. I'll probably just use the Artie Cape. Head to Zenaris and head into the Nature Spirits, because we're going to go get some Tree Spirits just so we can get some more Nature runes. Alrighty, it'll probably be a little bit hard to see on screen, but over here I have kind of like my current goals and the things that I've been doing. First of all, let us put a big old done next to 99 fire making. But something I just had to update, I was looking on the Reddit, and apparently the quest requirements for Dragon Slayer 2 have just come out, and it's updated a few of them. So previously I had the construction goal done, not anymore. The new construction was 50. Hit points was done, because 10 was the maximum hit points you needed. It's now 50, so that's actually an actual requirement. Agility moved up to 60, but I've already got that. Move construction up. Oh yeah, I already said that one. What else did it move up? Moved up the magic to 75, smithing to 70, mining to 68, crafting is still at 70. This one only requires 62, and yeah, and 60 thieving. Alrighty, we just did 800 casts and got ourselves. Oh, we need to truck on my drum stuff. Got ourselves 272 nature runes and 2 rune axes, which was pretty cool. Those are a couple of alps I'll be able to make at some point. Do I want to go do the fishing random? Nah, I'll do it. I can't be bothered. But yeah, it's a nice little hole there. Alrighty, there we go. I just missed it, but we got 153 iron bars, 179 steel bars, and I have 27 nature runes left over. But that got us to 51 magic, which means I'm one step closer to being able to do my efficient farm runs. I just now need to go and do the gnome quest series, and then we should be good. Totally just realized something absolutely massive. I have the Tome of Fire equipped, uncharged, so I'm not using any of the charges, but that's unlimited fire runes. I can now have unlimited air runes too. Booyah! That's awesome. That is actually massive for this account. I'm really, really happy with that. Okay, let's carry on doing the tree gnome. Just my retard showing again. It needs to be charged for it to have unlimited fire runes. So, yeah, let's go grab my book. And let's recharge. Let's charge it up. Easiest way to kill the warlord is to lure him to about there, and he'll stop walking, and then stand about here, cast it, and he'll walk back into a corner. Easy peasy. Let's go turn this quest in. we are, come on, done. 11.4k attack experience. That got me to 37. Let's go do us some Grand Tree quest. So technically I'm already done. The only quest I need to do is the Tree Gnome Village so I could have access to the trees. I don't know why I'm running this way. For my farm runs. But, I mean, I might as well do the Grand Tree as well. Here we go. We are about to finish off the Grand Tree. Fun. There we go. 7.9k attack. Sorry, agility. 18.4k attack and 2k magic XP. We ended on 42 attack. We can now wield Rune. So when we finally do get the Rune Scimitar or decide to just buy a Rune Longsword, or a Rune Sword, sorry, we will have it. Now it's time to do a farm run, actually. Alrighty, so we just turned in our 1k free Slayer and Hunter experience. If none of you have ever done this before, I'm sure this is redundant, but you talk to this guy underneath the Varrock Museum. Go study all the plaques around the rooms, answer some questions, do it for every single display case. When you're finished, talk to this guy and he gives you 1k free Hunter and Slayer XP. Best start to Hunter or sort of free Slayer XP, so let's start this long Hunter grind. As I was doing some Hunter here, I was just chilling. Let's see if I can find it again. There it is! This dude, this little cheeky shit, flew up right next to me and said, "Hey, how's it going? Wish you could catch me, right?" Bastard. Alrighty, with 19 Hunter, we can now move to the next Hunter area with the Tropical Wagtails. Alrighty, right here we are done with laying down these bird traps. We are moving on to salamanders out in the swamp. Sorry, not salamanders, swamp lizards. Let's go. So I had to bank quickly because I had DC'd while I was out here. I lost two of my nets. For some reason I couldn't pick them back up. They were on the ground and it let me pick up the ropes, but it said, "You cannot pick these nets up, you're an Iron Man." I was like, the fuck? But anyway, I've got them back. And we are now just, yeah, we're at 40. We only need 3 more levels and we can get out of here. Alrighty, we got ourselves 43 Hunter. We can go ahead and get ourselves out of here. Because with that, we can now start falconry. We just got ourselves 50 Hunter, 9 more levels, and then I can move on to orange salamanders, wherever they are. Net trap. Red salamanders. Then once I get that, I will go to 63 and I will start red chins from there all the way to 83. Too busy watching videos while I did this, but yeah, I just got myself 59 Hunter. We can now get out of this godforsaken place. Let's go do some red sallies. Okay, all I need is for one of these traps to succeed. There we go. This should be 60 Hunter, which now means I can place down 4 traps. I'm going to collect all this stuff up just for a second because I'm actually going for a lunch break, but you won't notice that. But yeah, 60 Hunter, man. Jeez, it's going quick. Alrighty, definitely not missing definitely not missing this level. 63 Hunter. We can now catch red chins. Now, something I forgot to mention earlier also is we actually also got 60 Hunter, which is the highest skill requirement for any quest. So that is another skill off the list. I'm so glad you can shift-click drop these things. Alrighty, let's go head to salamanders. Okay, let's go head to red chin chompers. Alrighty, so this is actually where I'm going to end today's episode. I know this episode was more of a rambly episode. It wasn't as concise and clear as I usually make them, like clips of just the important stuff. I know that, but I wanted to explain a few things, and I wanted to go into a bit more depth with some of the things that I was doing. But yeah, we've done some really good things this episode. We got to 51 magic, so we can teleport to Artie. We got to 63 Hunter, which is really, really awesome. We did a few of the gnome quests. We didn't get a rune scimitar in the end, which is unfortunate. But yeah, making some really, really good progress on this account. We also crossed over to 15 mil total XP, which is pretty awesome. Now, it's, yeah, the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Much love, guys.